Hi guys, I'm Dave in real life and welcome to today's Break It Down Raw episode. Yeah, Raw last night has split opinions. I have seen quite a lot of comments saying that Raw wasn't as good as I thought it was, which is amazing. Yeah, I mean, obviously we'll get to a rating. I am going to alter my rating just a little bit. I do think I got a little bit carried away in the live stream. But yeah, what a fascinating episode of Monday Night Raw last night was. Lots of talking points, lots of interesting bits. And yeah, I've picked 5 things that we're going to break down. I mean, honestly, the show was absolutely stacked. I thought the match quality was really, really good. I'm pretty shocked that people thought otherwise. But yeah, I'm a bit weird how people are so uptight lately, wanting to moan about absolutely everything, and when it's been trash, I expect that, but when it's been good and we're getting interesting things happening, I really struggle to see why this episode has been trashed as much as it has been. But we'll get to it all in a memento. At number 1, the biggest talking point and started off the show is that Seth freaking Rollins is out injured and will be out until, I think, at least after WrestleMania next year. So good 4 to 5 months on the injury list. So to say, he's had his surgery, which was successful. So that's good news. But yes, because of this, he has to vacate the championship. Adam Pearce came down to the ring, made the announcement, waited for the Vision to show up, because obviously Bron Breakker had the championship belt. They took it with them at the end of last week's War. Yes, so we had a bit of interaction. Adam Pearce said that there will be a battle royal. Obviously, CM Punk had already won his opportunity, so he was number 1 contender for the championship anyway. So we needed another one so that they could have a match at Saturday night's main event. So in 2 weeks' time, there will be a World Championship match for the title. So we're guaranteed our winner. What was interesting is the entire segment seemed a little bit weird. Bron Breakker sizing up to Adam Pearce. It did seem a bit weird, to be quite honest with you, because I was saying in the watch-along that Adam Pearce at any time could say, look, if you don't hand over the title, you won't be in the Battle Royal. If you don't hand over the title, I can suspend you. Your attitude is off. I mean, it was like Bron Breakker had the power over Adam Pearce, but Adam Pearce is the GM. You shouldn't be talking down to your GM who holds the power. The fact that they didn't really play into this, they allowed Bron to have this attitude against Adam Pearce, which I just felt was really off. Apparently, according to sources, that this was a changed beginning of Raw, that they had another segment set up and they changed it last minute. God, it very much felt changed, to be quite honest with you, because it looked a bit disjointed, because Adam Pearce started the show and then waited for the Titantron, the image of the Vision turning up, before we could even get to the announcement itself. It just felt a bit weird, to be quite honest with you. So we were going to have a battle royal, which is the long and short of it. We would find out later on in the night that Bronson Reed and Bron Breakker have been taken out of the battle royal, and that happened due to, obviously, Bron Breakker's attitude towards Adam Pearce. So Paul Heyman went to reconcile, try to sort this situation out. And even though he apologised to Adam Pearce, this is still said no. So Bron Breakker and Bronson Reed were taken out of the Battle Royal altogether. In fact, that segment with Paul Heyman was the last time we saw them on the show, which is extremely weird. I'm surprised they didn't was at ringside. I mean, CM Punk took the commentary position in the main event. Bron and Bronson could have been down at ringside to make sure that they caused havoc and that they weren't happy with not being included. But yeah, it was very weird. It was just such a weird. So yeah, that was at number 2, that Bron Breakker and Bronson Reed were taken out of the Battle Royal. There was a graphic of them in, and then they were out. I mean, they're doing a lot of this with the graphics. 1 minute Sami Zayn having an open challenge match, and then he's not having an open challenge match. This was on SmackDown on Friday. The graphic said he was having one, then they were saying he wasn't, and then it's like this. There's a graphic with Bronson and Braun Breaker on it, and then they got taken out. It's a mess. Need to work on that, WWE. It's a bit messy. You're saying one thing and then you're changing it. It just looks a bit clunky. But what did happen is after the interaction between Adam Pearce and Paul Heyman was met by the stare. This stare from Becky. I mean, I bet Seth knows about this stare. I bet Seth has nightmares about this stare. This is the stare from a woman. And anybody what's married will know this death stare from a woman. And Becky delivered it with some gusto as well. I mean, honestly, she didn't even have to say, oh, and Paul Heyman was literally bricking it. He was bricking it, you could tell. But what we did get in it, as my nose is running, I do apologise, but my nose has just decided to run while I'm filming. As you know, I like to keep this kind of stuff in because why not? Why edit stuff out? Yeah, my nose just decided to just run. Great, isn't it? But anyway, at number 3 is Becky gets in the face of Paul Heyman. It is a part of the thumbnail. There is a little graphic. But thanks to Retro Wrestling, helped me create. And this is the face of a penguin-faced prick. She called him a penguin-faced prick. It's great, isn't it? His worst things is being called Wobbly Walrus and many, many other names, I'm sure. But this is the one that Becky went with. She proper gave him a dressing down. That Seth knew that he was going to eventually turn on him. That there was no surprise that this was going to happen. And that Paul Heyman just needs to watch his back when Seth returns. So, yeah, it was an interesting segment. A woman's scorn. I mean, I wouldn't want to be Paul Heyman. Let's put it that way. Becky did not look happy with Mr. Heyman at all. Then at number 4, and the best match on the show, in my opinion. I love the Battle Royal, don't get me wrong. But the best match, and it was AJ Styles, not AJ Lee. Let's not use that joke. And Dragon Lee winning the World Tag Team Championships from the Judgment Day. Let's be honest, Judgment Day have not really done much with the tag team titles, to be honest. I think the tag division on Raw is dead. We needed a little bit of life added to it, giving this run to AJ. Very important because obviously he's going into his retirement year next year, giving him the tag team titles. Let's run with this. Let's have AJ Styles and Dragon Lee take on all challengers from NXT, from even SmackDown. Let's really utilize this tag division. Let's spread it out. I really think that we need to unify the tag belts and have them across all 3 brands, because it's not quite working out, this separated tag team thing. Yeah, I don't feel they're as important as they used to be. I mean, I think the female tag team titles, no, they're not important, right? But still, at least they can be defended on each show, and we have a fresh new challenges each and every week, which I'm all down for. And we need to do that with the men's, to be quite honest with you. Let me know what you think about that in the comment section below. But that's my take home from that situation. But congratulations to AJ Styles and Dragon Lee, new tag team champions. And yeah, looking forward to seeing how their reign continues. And yeah, obviously great for AJ Styles. What a legend, and literally deserves all the titles that he could get. That leads us to the night's main event. And obviously, I'm skipping through a lot of the matches. We will do a little bit of a recap at the end. But yeah, the main talking point is obviously the Battle Royal, the number 1 contender, who will face CM Punk at Saturday night's main event. It's a week, a Saturday. And yeah, Jey Uso won. And yes, there is a lot of backlash from this, including myself, because I think I wanted LA Knight to win. I think a lot of people wanted LA Knight to win. I don't think anybody was happy with Jay winning. But what this did do was set up friction between Jay and Jimmy, because on the way to winning, Jay eliminated Jimmy Uso, who was in a tussle with LA Knight. So both got eliminated. Jay did go on to eliminate Dominic Mysterio at the end to win. And then we had this lovely face-off between Jay and CM Punk. I mean, we had this match a couple of weeks ago where CM Punk had dispatched of Jay. To do it again seems a little bit weird and doesn't make sense. But when you've got a feud, what they're starting to build between Jimmy and Jay, that makes more sense. Do that match at Saturday night's main event, not this match. LA Knight would have been a better opponent, would make more sense because he has been involved in and out of the title picture for the last couple of weeks. I mean, a lot of people were saying, give it to Finn Balor, give it to whoever else. I mean, it's fine. A lot of people would have even been happy with Dominic Mysterio, which is interesting. But yeah, this has left quite a bit of taste in a lot of people's mouths, and I don't really know why. I sat there in the live stream. I enjoyed every second of Monday Night Raw. I'm not going to lie. The first hour just dissolved into nothingness. By the time you realised it, you was at the Battle Royal, popcorn in hand, just enjoying the show. Yes, am I happy about Jay winning? Not really. I didn't really think Jay's title run was that exciting, to be quite honest with you. I don't think he carries himself well enough in promos. I think he struggles. Other than the old yeet thing, I think that's pretty much all that Jay is, if I'm being honest. And I think that's what's pissing people off a lot, is that it's once you get past all of that, there's not much substance. And the fact that WWE are still backing him is, it just looks like creative just didn't know how to resolve the Seth situation. Rather than be a little bit more creative and do something out of left field, they just went, nah, we'll stick with Jay. If they were going to do something like that, LA Knight was the perfect choice. He was right there. And we've been building, we haven't done LA Knight versus CM Punk yet. Am I missing a trick here? I mean, what's the deal though? Why are we not doing this match? Why are we doing Jay versus CM Punk again when you've got LA Knight there? Tell me, I just don't get it. I don't get it. I mean, yes, Finn Balor versus CM Punk would have been the dream match and would have been a banger. Yeah, I don't know. I think there's a massive misstep here, and this is kind of like weighed on me since the live stream, to be quite honest with you, that if LA Knight had been the one, then I probably could have justified the 8 out of 10. But I think I'm going to have to take it down to a 7. I think I'm going to have to take a full mark off my final score, which is amazing because I don't normally do this. It's usually by 0.5, but I'm taking a full score off. I'm giving it a 7 out of 10. I was thoroughly entertained. I'm giving it that because obviously we've got new tag team champions. But when you look at the rest of the show, and we will do like a little recap in a second, yeah, you can see why people are very, very disappointed with Raw this week. Although I still think it was one of the best Raws of this year. It's very weird. It's very conflicted. I feel that people, when they don't get what they want, proper cry. I really do. I mean, oh no, it's Jay again. I didn't want Jay. It's like when the Wyatt Six don't get used. It's just like floods of tears everywhere. Oh my gosh. But yeah, we're going to give it a 7 out of 10. I have changed my mind since the live stream. Obviously, just to kind of recap what else went off on the show, probably more reasons why we've dropped the score a little bit. Maxine Dupree got the second win against Becky. Actually, Maxine did put on a better performance this week. She is learning. She's not. I don't think Becky should be struggling against her though. But it's just proving her advancement in her training, that she's getting better and better each week. I would have loved it if we'd have had some kind of interference in this match. I don't know, AJ Lee maybe coming back and interfering. costing Becky would have been fun. I would have been down for that. And yet putting the title on Maxine, which would have been just hilarious. They could have had a bit of fun with that. But you know what? Maxine actually did all right. You know what I mean? Let's not take anything away from her. She did actually put on a really good performance. So well done to Maxine. She got a second win over Becky, although it was by a disqualification as Becky used the title to cause the result. So yeah, Maxine in front of her own crowd. I mean, let's not forget that she was in front of her own crowd. So congratulations to her. It's a big 2 wins over Becky Lynch is not easy. And then we got Dominic retains. People were hating on this. Dominic is channeling his Eddie Guerrero, and it's a tribute to Eddie Guerrero. I don't know why anybody could be mad at this. Dominic Mysterio. You know, we're going to have somebody what's savvy, who's going to take the title off him, somebody what's going to read the situation and know what he's going to do, cheating-wise. I mean, yes, it was the hammer again. I mean, got to remember we did that spot in Australia, so maybe Americans didn't see that. But he hid it in his boot. Rusev got it, found it, so stopped that from happening again, only to get kicked in the nuts. And then Dominic obviously hit the 619, hit the frog splash, got the 1-2-3, retains. Penta getting involved is, let's do something. Let's have a triple threat at Saturday night's main event. Let's just get this out of the way now, because I feel like we're going to keep playing this flipping Penta, Rusev, Dominic feud out for ages. Feels like that's all I've seen for the last couple of weeks on Raw, to be honest. It's like, get a triple threat, let's get it done. Whether Dominic loses, let's have Dominic lose that match. Give it to flipping Penta. Then we can do Penta Rusev and move Dominic away from it all. Let's get him away. He is the mega champion, by the way, so let him concentrate on that for a little while. But you know what? I'm not down on Dominic and what he's doing. It's a tribute to Eddie. We weren't down when Eddie was doing this back in the day. We loved it. So, yeah, I think a lot of people are crying about that for no reason, to be quite honest with you. But yes, there was other bits. Stephanie Vaquer, she beat Roxanne Perez. There was a bit of a beatdown. Nikki Bella came down to make the save. So we could have a bit of a tag team situation there. There was a bit of a wardrobe malfunction, I believe. We couldn't get any footage of that, unfortunately. I think Nikki did a well enough job of covering herself up as the cameras panned round. So, yeah, anybody were wondering what that black spot was, yeah, I do think one of Bella's twins popped out. But she managed to cover and kept her dignity. I don't know if there's any footage of that out there, but I haven't looked yet. So it'd be interesting to see if there is. But anyway, yeah, like I said, that is me breaking down this week's Raw. I've changed my mind on my original score of 8 out of 10. I'm putting it down to a 7, just because I don't know. I think it's caused quite a little bit of a stir online. I thought it was the best Raw of the year. A lot of people in the community, in my chat, thought it was really good. I think the ending is a bit underwhelming, if I'm being honest. And then when you look back at some of the matches, probably could have been a little bit better. I don't think Maxine Dupree is well received. It's a shame. I just thought it was a pretty fun match. And yeah, why can't somebody what doesn't wrestle each week get a surprising result against Becky Lynch? I think people are missing the point that Becky has been confident, overconfident, and underestimating her opponent. That is the story that they're trying to tell us. I think that's got misdirected a little bit. Yeah, I feel like if we are going to do a third rubber match, I think Becky will absolutely beat the hell out of Maxine, because she won't underestimate her for the third time. And I think the other factor, they could have had Jessica Carr getting more involved. I mean, there was little moments where you thought, "Ooh, could Jessica do a fast count? Could Jessica cost Becky?" And we do a storyline there, but nothing materialised with that. So there are a few things what we could have done. We know Jessica Carr is a wrestler. She's wrestled down and involved, so we know she's good to go. So, yeah, I don't know. I feel like there was lots of stuff what went off. And there's a lot of stuff what we could have done, what would have made it better. But yeah, honestly, I could carry on for ages talking about this Raw, which is good, right? It's good. It's good to get a good Raw. It's good to get this kind of feedback, whether it be good, bad, negative, positive, doesn't really matter. People are watching, they are glued, they're transfixed. It's going to be interesting to see what happens next and who wins that heavyweight championship at Saturday night's main event. Will it be Jay? Will it be CM Punk? Will anybody actually care? And what is happening? We haven't seen Bailey, Lyra, so that situation will probably manifest next week. So yeah, it's lots of stuff. But yeah, anyway, leave in the comment section below what you thought of last night's Monday Night Raw. Have you changed your mind on your scars? Did you think that Jay is a deserving winner of the Battle Royal? Or who would you have picked to win? That is a question for you to answer in that comment section below. Anyway, I've been Dave in real life. You guys have been awesome. Bye for now.
Show.